Hello and welcome to Rock Paper Shotgun. This is Matthew and you find me in a perplexed mood today. The source of my confusion? Why, it's this, Minecraft Dungeons. How can I possibly be confused by something cute enough to feature a llama summon? Well, let's find out. At first glance, this all seems quite neat. It's an action RPG in the mould of Diablo or Path of Exile, but with all these sharp edges swapped for the toy block safety of Mojang's world-conquering playpen. And that's actually quite a cute idea. Action RPGs are a very satisfying genre, but their love of demon guts and the violent mathematics of calculating damage per second mean there aren't many examples that wouldn't turn your sweet 4-year-old into a future serial killer. So enter Minecraft Dungeons, where the scariest it gets is a lanky Enderman. Well, actually, that is pretty scary. Minecraft Dungeons gets the basics right. You've got a whacking implement in one hand, a shooting tool in the other. You hold A lot and crowds of mobs tumble to the ground or are flung back by the force of an arrow. It's not gory, but it is impactful. I like the plinky sound effect of the emerald currency. Getting a good pickup sound is half the battle won, really. I will say that it feels better optimised for a controller. Using the mouse to click to move and fight can get thrown by the overhanging scenery in the foreground, and some of the bullet hell tactics of the bosses are more easily avoided with analogue movement. But basically, as a thing that anyone of any age could pick up and make work, it's a success, and fragile young brains will remain pure. However, what I can't wrap my fragile old brain around is how little Minecraft DNA there is in Dungeons, beyond the surface level looks and sounds. That's not to knock those aesthetics, I mean there's fun in ticking off the familiar blocks like you're doing a Michelin I Spy book, and the odd structures like this galleon here capture some of the fun of happening upon a surprising build. And the music, while not lifted directly from Minecraft, does a very good impression of it while maintaining its own action drive. But strip away that skin and there's surprisingly little to tie the universe and the genre together. I mean, where is the crafting? Items can be broken into emeralds that are used to buy random loot back at camp, but that's the extent of item management. In fact, the camp itself is just this meaningless nowhere land that only draws attention to the lack of stuff to do in it. And why is the story such a basic chase sequence through boring fantasy tropes when it's set in a world filled with its own lore and where you can build any landscape you can imagine? Also, for a world with infinite possibilities, distilling it down to just 10 short levels also seems stingy, especially with a bit of the map dedicated to an upcoming DLC advert. I look at that icon and think, how could they possibly improve on what's already here? They've got a swamp, a desert, a wood, and I'm not paying to find out. But the biggie for me is this: why can't you break anything in this world? Minecraft has destruction at its core. Yes, it's in the name of building something later, but before that comes the chipping, the chopping, the screaming and the running. No wait, that's the Lost World. Anyway, here it's frozen and untouchable. You can't even smash open a barrel, which is 90% of what you do in ARPGs. I'm not asking to dig through walls and obliterate level architecture, though the procedural dungeons don't serve up anything memorable enough that's worth preserving, but that's a different grumble. But why give me a pickaxe if there's nothing to mine? That's just cruel. It matters, as a key part of action RPGs is escalation, seeing a weedy hero get enough equipment to unleash an apocalypse. Smashing up bits of needless scenery is part of the visual chaos that comes with that. It feels really wrong that you can't do it here. Minecraft is a smart game enjoyed by smart kids, and it's a shame this doesn't give those fans more credit beyond, hey, there's that cow that you like. I mean, it's a good cow, but I want more. Last month we got Gears Tactics, which is what happens when a genre and a universe are perfectly matched. That was a game that felt inevitable once you played it. This feels like Xbox wanted to stick the word Minecraft on another game for Game Pass, and it doesn't feel that earned to me. It's a shame that I found this so jarring, as there are some great ideas here. Instead of character classes, everything is dictated by the equipment you have to hand, so you're only ever a few menu clicks from turning a ranger into a tank into a wizard, and so on. You only have 6 slots: melee, ranged, armour, and 3 artifacts on a cooldown that act as special abilities. But from this you can quickly construct really fun builds. In fact, with heroes defined entirely by clothes, it strips most stats from the game. When you level up, you're just earning points to unlock equipment enchantments. These magical buffs, a rare idea that is lifted from Minecraft, are where the game begins to tap into the ARPG magic. You find a powerful bow that can be enchanted with multi-shot and a chance to earn back ammo. Combine that with a firework arrow artifact and you've got a weapon that could potentially fire 5 fireworks at once and then do it again and again, as long as the infinity buff kicks in. And when you find better loot, destroying old gear returns the enchantment points, so you buff up the new toy. It's a fun, uncomplicated taste of what the genre is all about. In fact, I describe it as an ARPG in fast forward, which is kind of perfect for a younger player or shorter co-op sessions. It's kind of perfect for me actually. My biggest complaint about, say, Borderlands is seeing an enviable character build and knowing it would take 30 hours with that character to get to that point. Minecraft Dungeons campaign can be beasted in 4 hours, which unlocks another tier of difficulty with another beyond that. On one hand, a 4-hour campaign is pretty flimsy and, again, makes that advert for future DLC look quite greedy. But it also means you get to quickly dig into those higher difficulty levels with the flashier loot and the more interesting enchanted mobs. It's the kind of power curve that is usually stretched out over hundreds of hours. Think of those Diablo Torment tiers. But here it's delivered in a solid weekend's play. It's the full scope of an ARPG, but with none of the time commitment, and part of me quite likes that as a crash course in the genre. But for people looking to lose hundreds of hours, this ain't gonna be that. As a side note to that, given that leveling is so fast, it's a shame that co-op doesn't scale difficulty for different players in a party. If you aren't at the same level, you either have to be an indestructible god in a lower level mission or an absolute liability in a higher level map. Perhaps parents with kids won't care about this. You can jump in as a burly bodyguard to a feeble youngling, but it makes co-op a pain for the rest of us. Of course, most of this can be dismissed with a wave of the hand and pointing out that if you have Xbox Game Pass, it can basically be played for free. But I fear that's kind of how Microsoft view these games themselves, trying to hit that monthly quota of new games, keep those Game Pass subs come rolling in. For me, there's enough interesting ideas and basic competence to make a lap or two of the game worthwhile as part of an existing subscription, but this isn't going to distract people from an existing Minecraft habit for long. There's just not enough Minecraft in it. As a gateway drug to the wild world of DPS, it's got more to say. Just don't be upset when your 5-year-old niece ends up getting that tattoo of Diablo the Primeval. Like I say, this one threw me a bit, but I hope that all made sense. If you have any questions about the game or this review, let me know and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you did enjoy it, why not subscribe to Rock Paper Shotgun for more reviews like it? Take a look at Gears Tactics instead. I much preferred that one. Probably not great for 4-year-olds though. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you again soon. Bye for now.